Hello, Bub Army, and welcome back to Building the Buzz. At the moment, we have episode 2. Episode 1, we just went through the off-season, got our roster sorted and all that sort of stuff to prepare for the 2022 and 2023 season, got our tasks sorted, allocated our skills, and got a couple of loose ends to tie up here before we start the season, so we'll go through those and then, get into our first game against the Spurs. As always, drop a like, drop a sub so you don't miss any of the action. And after you've watched this episode of this series, make sure you jump on and watch the other Bub Stream series, Battle of the Shitters. We do have Ep 3 up now. Some quality content in there, but not good basketball, but good content. So give it a watch. Just to start off, I thought we might go through and have a look through the menus here. This is everything we have access to as the GM. We've got social media where we can see trending tweets, rumors, transactions. My favorite is for the scouting. This is where I see all the big tips for the players in the G League and the rookies to add as draft prospects for the upcoming draft for next season, which is really cool. Got an injury report, season awards, nothing of interest here at the moment. Got our trade menu, future draft pick trades, which I don't mind flicking off draft picks, but I think with the team that we've assembled in episode 1, we might go to bolster the team next year with some youth, pending how we go throughout the season and playoffs. Got our contracts and contract extensions, general manager portfolio, governor profile, got our financing, which we've been through, all that team relocation stuff, not worried about. The coaching one's very interesting. Got our coaching game plan where you can go through and allocate minutes. I've had a bit of a flick around with this. I've got everyone getting minutes at the moment except for James Bouknight because he's injured. But it's important to get some minutes into the rookies and to everyone else to make sure that they do keep leveling up. That's what that arrow means there on the side. So as you can see, I've got a couple of overalls in the 80s, and as long as we look after them, they will continue to improve. In here in the coaching, we've got conditional coaching, which is, I don't really know much about this, not much in there. We've got our system proficiency. So, as you can see here, there's different ways to set up your squad. Got 7 seconds is pretty good, 3.5 stars. Some of them aren't really good for this team. I've looked through them all, and pace and space seems to be one of the best ones. So I've got that active at the moment, and we're going to run with that, and as always, we can always change it. The rest of the stuff here, not really that interested in. This is more for like when I'm playing as the team, which I might do a few games here and there playing as a squad. I don't mind simulating. I do like to keep it slow pace though, only doing about 5 or 6 games at a time, maybe even less, just to make sure that we can make the necessary changes. And there's also a lot of CPU trades that go on in the 2K23 GM mode. It's kind of fun. They do get a bit annoying sometimes, especially when I'd say probably 75% of the trades offered by the CPU are fucking ass. But, it is what it is. Now, practice. So when we go here to our training days, I'll go back here to the calendar for a second. We can allocate trainings. So go to training schedule. You can see for our upcoming games here, I've allocated one session of actually 2 sessions of training here. We can train whatever. There's a massive list of different things you can train. I don't really know much about this. I'm sure it impacts your team in different things, but I'm not really too fussed about it. I don't normally do stuff like this. I'm not really interested in it, but for the sake of the gen mode, we will try and keep this as realistic as possible. And we'll just try and jump in some stuff to see if we can level up our players throughout the season, and then maybe even flick them for profit when we get to the trade period, or extending contracts and stuff like that. Now the scouting is actually quite good. Got a list of players that we can allocate to scouting boards. I've also got team intel, which is how the teams feel, and it's not just for the Hornets, but it's also for the other teams as well. So we can get a grasp on who they're looking to get, some of their draft prospects, where they are in terms of their team. As you can see here, the Knicks are in full rebuild mode. We've got expiring contracts, so we can have a look at those, and then when we get to the off-season, know who we're going to go after and know what their salary is currently and probably what they're going to, what they want to be after. So that's all very interesting as well. Back into this, there is also the player comparison and team comparison. So we can go through and see how we line up against each of the teams. So we are playing the Spurs in our first game, and you can see our strengths are similar, except they have passing over dunks, and some of our weaknesses, strength is a big one. In the player profiles as well, a few players are lacking the strength. Speaking of that, as we move through to the training hub, we do have our prep hub, which is we can allocate training schedules. You can see down here the Spurs scouting report. This is how they function as a team, where they're good and where they lack. Once again, our coaching game plan is based on the minutes. Coaching system, we've got our pace and space, as I said before. This is the good one. Individual training. So we've got their injury risk, see their fitness. So we can assign individual training for individual players, which is interesting. I haven't had been able to do that before. So we've got an individual training here. Sorry, not that one. Training schedule. And when we go through to, say, this training session, we can actually allocate individual low, moderate, high intensity sort of stuff. So maybe we'll whack on a high individual thing. We can do some, maybe some study film, and then maybe a shoot around at the end of the day. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works. I'm not really, as I said, not really that interested in it, but flick them in there for the sake of realisticness. I'm not sure if that's even a word, but hey, we'll run with it. And then down here, the big one is player mentorship. So as one of our tasks is we need to get onto some vets. Off camera, I've had a bit of a play around with this, and I've gone and assigned, Nick Richards is going to be mentored by Christian Wood. I did do another one, but it mustn't have. Here it is. Our rookie Tari is on to be, mentored by Miles Bridges. And yeah, we can go ahead and whack another one in here. I reckon could be pretty fun. Let's get. There's another one of our rookies. Who do we want? Dyson Daniels, that's a good one. Well, Dyson Daniels is going to be mentored by, who have we got here? Any vets? Someone a bit older, maybe. And a Schroeder could be good. And yeah, you can see down on the bottom left the linear improvement on the chart there. So what I try and do is the badges that I want to take is I want to try and pass on all the gold ones if they have any. If not, we'll go to silver. So we've got, as you can see, Dennis Schroeder's got a lot of bronzes. We'll add hyperdrive, killer combos. Let's go quick first step. And done, we're going to set that. And when you do trade these players away, if you do, or they leave the club, obviously there's mentorships fall away, but it does help to increase the overall rating of the players. Let's try and do one more. Let's try and set someone up with LaMelo, or Eric Bledsoe even. We could even get LaMelo to be mentored by Eric Bledsoe. Maybe not. He hasn't got a lot of stuff there. Either way, we'll go back. Maybe move off LaMelo. Any more rookies that we got? Book Knight would be good. I wouldn't mind having Book Knight mentored by LaMelo. So we'll go, look, LaMelo there's got a pro touch in gold. A fair few silvers. He's got a lot of badges. A couple more golds here. Needle Threader would be good. And you can see that on the left-hand side here, James Bouknight only has a bronze and no badges in any of them. So he's already got a bronze and needle threader. So let's try and level that up. And maybe Hyperdrive's already got a bronze as well. So that's a few of them done. We'll leave that for now. What else we got in here? We've pretty much been through all of this. You can see your player's injury history. Do have a few. There you go. Stomach virus. Yeah, Bouknight, sore left knee, all that sort of stuff. I do have Bouknight in the reserves at the moment while he's healing. And then we do have the season stats. Obviously, there's nothing in here because the season hasn't started yet. And then we've got the player options for the rest of the season. So that's pretty much our menu here. It's all very basic. As I said, I don't know much about it, but I will endeavour to have a flick around with it and try and apply as much of this menu to the team as I can to make life better for the Charlotte Hornets. And as I said in the first episode of this series, get the Hornets to the playoffs, get them to win that first championship, and then go about rebuilding our roster if we need to. So we'll go ahead and simulate through here the first state. So Bouknight is fully healed. So we'll go in and we'll actually do this manually. I've allocated different minutes because Bouknight has been out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring Bouknight back on. And we might take off maybe the rookie. Actually, nah, we'll just leave it. But we will allocate Bouknight some minutes. I don't think it helps the team very much, but it's good for their leveling up. So we'll go back to our our coaching game plan. All teams, as you can see at the top, we are not very well represented in shooting guard, overrepresented in point guard. But it is what it is. We'll take a few minutes off Dyson Daniels here, and we'll allocate them back to James Bouknight. Oh, I forgot to take him out. Whoops. All right, so we'll need to take Bouknight out for someone. Maybe Kai Jones. Yeah, we'll take Kai Jones out. He can go in the reserves. And we'll pump these minutes into James Bouknight, get our shooting guard representation back up. It's not great. Maybe take away some minutes for some point guards and pump them into him. So a couple of minutes away from LaMelo. We do have a fair few point guards in the team. Make sure that we're fairly well represented everywhere else. Don't really have a decent spread. Alright, I'll leave it as that. Before we do start, you can see our team status here. How all the guys are feeling. Dennis Schroeder's energized. LaMelo feels energized. Kelly Oubre's only feeling okay. That's all fine. We've got our target list, trading block, and untouchables here. If you do add people to the untouchables, you won't get offered trades for them. Target list is, again, in that screen I showed you earlier, where we can show other teams what we're actually looking for and who's on the chopping block, so that we do have the CPU trades targeted at the people at our chopping block. But yeah, apart from that, we'll just go over our tasks here. So win the championship is number 1. Get at least 3 vets. I think we only have 1 at the moment, but we can persist with that during the season. And sell out 25 games. Keep fan interest above 60%. Both those bottom 2 will be done by winning. So yeah, ain't nothing to it, but to just jump into it. Last thing before we do start though, I don't really like to do much trading until we get about towards the end of December, because all the free agents that signed and the rookies actually can't be traded during their 50-day grace period or whatever it is. So a lot of them can't be traded until mid-December or mid-January. So I kind of sim all the way through till those dates, and then start trading then, unless there's some really good trades offered by the CPU before that. But I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll sim our first 3 games and see how we go. Alrighty, so we had a win against the Spurs, and we've had a loss against the Pels and a loss against the Hawks. That's a big loss against the Hawks. Go back through and check the scores, who played well. Bradley Beal, Calvin Johnson, tearing us up. For the Hornets, LaMelo, Christian Wood, decent. PJ, get some boards in. Dyson Daniels, good effort from the rookie. Everyone else got the minutes, did they? Yep, everyone else is getting minutes. You can see here, Bouknight had 10 minutes for 2 points, not real flash. Another rookie, Tari's on, same sort of thing. And then in our loss, spewing, but it is what it is. See what happened against the Hawks. Yep. Train John Collins popping off. LaMelo, Dennis Schroeder, Jared Allen. Austin Daniels up there, 21 minutes. Yeah, so we might simulate through a few more and then adjust our minutes accordingly. Maybe even a game style. So we'll go through and we'll sim these 3. Okay. That's alright. Loss, win, win. So a loss against the Knicks, a win against the Magic, and a win against the Warriors, which is pretty good. Brings their record to 3-3. Fan interest is up to 100%. That's awesome. And we have our team chemistry at 86. I didn't assign trainings in these dates, so before I sim the next ones, I might put some training in. I think I might focus it around team chemistry. Maybe some individual, maybe some conditioning. So go medium conditioning. Medium strength, and then we'll have some team building in here as well. Maybe we'll go team systems. And then we'll go to our next day. We'll allocate individual again. We would do some, I never know, team bonding. Yep. Maybe we'll whack in some body work. Beautiful. And then last session, for the sim stuff that we're going to do is going to be, we'll do some high level strength. Some low-level individual stuff, and we'll do a scrimmage. Low-intensity scrimmage. Alright, we'll run with that, and we'll go through and we'll sim these dates. Oh, here we go. It's got our first injury. It's Book Knight again, injury prone. Let's have a look and see what's happened here. As you can see, our guys are on fire here. And we've got some stuff to allocate some minutes. So now that we're in here, we might have a look at that. And a few of our guys are on fire and actually playing really well, which is good. So we'll get Book Knight out. We'll get Jones back in. Take away Book Knight's minutes. Good to see Nick Richards popping off. Kai Jones, will give him not too many minutes because we do have power forward minutes. We don't have many to spare there. Center's a good shooting guard. We will take, not them, not Tari. Alright. So we'll take away some minutes from LaMelo. From Schroeder. Miles Bridges is fine. We'll take away some minutes from Jarrett Allen. Add some to Christian Wood. Add some to PJ. Tarizon's fine. We might give him an extra 2, seeing as he's a rookie. Too many for Garrison Matthews. Take some away. Same as Eric Bledisloe. Give him down to 5. Give Kai Jones some more. Dustin Daniels. Give him a little bit more. He's got a fair few, actually. So, yeah, as you can see here, we do have a lot of minutes left. So we might just try and allocate them as fairly as we can. Give Lamelo a bit more. Miles Bridges a few more. Jarrett Allen's got too many, so I might go Christian Wood a bit more. Our center's actually quite fine, so I might go to a small forward. Pump them up. Oubre's got too many. Give Dennis Schroeder some more. Still got 13 to go. We'll just pump them into the rookies. Bledisloe's got too many. Alright, it's not a great distribution of minutes, but yeah, given the structure of our team and who we've recruited and the positionings that we've got, we'll just run with that. And what we might do is we'll sim through to the end of this week, see how we go. Another win against the Bulls. Nice, nice. So we currently have a win streak of 6. That's nice and tidy. A couple of good wins there. Very happy with that. And what we'll do now, while we've simulated a few, we'll go back to our overview here and see how everyone's going. So team status. Current win streak of 6, 7-3, and we're currently 3rd in the East, equal with the Raps and the Wizards. On the right-hand side here, everyone's feeling good, not too bad. Miles Bridges not happy, okay. Jarrett Allen not happy. Christian Wood not real happy. So we'll keep an eye on Bridges and Jarrett Allen. I'd hate to lose them, but it more plays out towards the end of the season. If we start winning, they should be happy. But yeah, what we might do is to finish off this episode, we might just change the settings on the game time. Maybe drop down to 3 minutes a quarter, and I'm shocking at this game. If you watch the other Bub Stream series, Battle of the Shitters, you will see that firsthand. But just something different to break it up a little bit. I'll play the game here against the Wizards, and yeah, that'll be a nice way to finish off this episode. So we might just change uniforms. Yeah, we could go the old. I don't mind this Guernsey. And yeah, we'll just jump straight into it. Now, I haven't actually muddled around with the commentary too much. If it is super loud, which it sounds like it is going to be already, I don't think I can change it from inside the game. So yeah, we'll just see how we go. Hopefully on the playback, it's not too bad, but we'll just see.
Thanks a lot, Brian. No shortage of confidence.
All right, it's good to be playing at home too. Let me just quickly see if I can't get rid of this sound. Scroll down. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to bring the commentary down a little bit. Same as everything else. The player chat is actually not too bad. We'll see how that goes. Still not real flash. Sorry guys, I'm just going to bring this down one more time. Let's put it all down to an even 30, I think. Nice and easy. Alright, let's see how we go. Alrighty, what do we got here? Good D by Jared Allen. It's a big mismatch. He's a big boy. Just hold him up. Oh, that's terrible D, and that's awful D. Good holding him out. Got Bridges with the ball here. Now, I love shooting threes with Kelly Oubre. It's one of my favourite things to do. Just like that. Excellent, excellent. Now, difficulty is on Pro, I believe. As I said, I'm pretty shit at this game. So hopefully, you know, it's a close game, but we get the dub. I try not to defend with... Oh, as you can see it. Yeah, and I've just fouled. So I try not to defend the bloke with the ball myself as best I can because I'm terrible at it. I like playing this big guy hanging around the paint, but, you know, it does change from time to time. But, you know, let me comment your thoughts. Just whatever you guys want me to do, I'll do it, and you can see how average it is. But it's also kind of funny. Some of my fuck-ups do make me laugh. Let's see if he can't get some more threes with Kelly Oubre. You've got Dennis Schroeder in the pocket there. Got Kelly cutting in. We'll get him to come back out. And we'll just pass that one out, and we'll just go bang. That's shit. We'll get that board, though. And let's run it back. That's shit as well. If you do watch our Battle of the Shitters series, you will see my favourite thing to do is just jack up threes, no matter what the range is, who I've got. It's just a lot of fun. I love doing it. It's pretty funny. It's always good when they get in. That's shit-house D. But we'll keep going. As you can see as well, I don't do any plays or, you know, that sort of stuff, pick and rolls. Yeah, don't really know how to, don't really care. Just love this sort of stuff. Bang, there we go. And the zoom out as well. Excellent. Might even see if I can score this whole game exclusively through Kelly Oubre Jr. That'd be super funny. And look at that. I've ran with the bloke. Oh, that's alright. That's good. I was very lucky. Big let off. Pretty much if the starters go off, I'll play with the rookies for a little while, and if I'm not doing real well, I will sub the starters straight back on. I've got Kelly Oubre up to three threes in the quarter, and our scoreline has come exclusively through him, which we'd love to see it. I've got Jared Allen, I'm playing as at the moment. That is a shocking shot. Lamelo's going to bring it up. Kelly Oubre's going straight to the pocket, and we'll just go straight there, catch and shoot. Bang! Oh, huge. Huge, huge, huge. And I've ran the wrong way with the guy, with Miles Bridges. Yeah, that's all that defense deserved. That was shit house. So we'll run it up with Schroeder here. Again, we've got Kelly Oubre on our left. We'll try and get him a little bit isolated. He's cut in. So if we just get a bit close here. Oh, no, not yet. We'll wait. Get settled. And catch, and that's terrible. Oh, got the air ball somehow. And buzzer beater here on the shot clock. Bang, over the top. Yeah, that was ambitious. Yeah, very ambitious. There's no way that was going to drop. Don't want to lose a bucket here. Oh, they're going to hit it. Porzingis. Oh, that's a let-off. That's a huge let-off. Once again, shocking D. Might not be good viewing. It's kind of funny, but, you know, it is what it is. So, end of the first quarter. Handy little lead. 5 points. It'd be good here now, playing this game. Actually playing this game, we'll get to see some of the rookies come on. So I've got Dyson Daniels right here, who we took as our only draft pick in the 2022 draft. We've got big Nick Richards over here. Oh, that's Tari's on, actually. Nick Richards isn't even on. Let's see if he can't get some score going with Dyson Daniels. I don't do a lot of work in the paint. I'm shocking at getting free. This is some good defense here on me. And I've lost it. And Garrison Matthews just said, I'm not going to go for that. That's all right. Got the lead. Dyson Daniels again. Let's see what else we can do here. Alright, that was a tough shot with Garrison. His bar was a little bit quicker than what I'm used to. But again, dumb shot. Should have just waited. Get this D going here. It should be nice. Again, terrible D. Surprised that wasn't a foul. Oh, he spilled it. That's a let-off. Tari's on cutting in. We'll get that up. Bang, and in. Good. Good to get some points on the board there. Bit of a steadier. Tari's on the rookie on Kyle Kuzma. I've lost the player. Too many button mashings and too early. Yeah, got sucked in. Got sucked in. Nevertheless, we power on. I wonder if he can shoot threes. I should have studied him more. This is a problem when you only read the scouting reports. We just swap sides here. Dyson Daniels again. So we can't get him on the board. Oh, the lane opened up. I was too slow. Let's do this. That was quick. Not fair. Nope, got away with that one. That's a let off. Really thought he was going to try and shoot over Dyson Daniels there. It's good D's press right up. But I do have a habit of... that wasn't my fault, but that's a let off. That's a terrible... Oh, they deserve a bucket here. That is some shit house defense. And the Wizards have brought it back, 14 apiece. This is getting out of hand quickly. But as I said, I normally sub off these guys fairly early on, but that's not the right thing to do. The rookies are on, we play with them, with the twos. He was wide open then. Dyson Daniels going to try and get through here. Not going to work. Run it back with Tari, no good. Yeah. Putting up the threes is my kryptonite. Just cannot help but do it. I've got PJ on though. That's not bad. And that's me doing a silly double team. So that's all that deserved. Let's see what you got. Oh, draw the foul. We'll take it. Oh, another thing. If you do watch Battle of the Shitters, if you haven't watched it, I suggest you do. Good viewing. But free throws, my kryptonite. The latency on the online games hurts, so let's see if I can do it without it. Nah, still not. That's fucking terrible. Oh, God. All right. This one. Nah. That's a really slow wind-up. A lot slower than what I thought it was going to be. Kai Jones, Eric Bledisloe have checked in. And we have Miles Bridges back. We had a full swipe. Big Nick Richards is in on the floor. Our big centre that we kept at the end of the last season. I need to get up there quick. Miles Bridges is running slow. Oh my God, on the buzzer. Oh, that would have been huge. All right. Half time. To keep in the interest of time and to be the end of the episode, I've gone 3-minute quarters for this one. So the score is 16-14 the Wizards' way. We're going to absolutely zoom through this half-time show and get back to the action. Here we go. Kelly Oubre, 12 points versus Jimmy Valentine, 2 points in the key players. That's with Kelly Oubre with our 4 threes. Hopefully, he's back on next and we can carry on with our barrage of threes. All right, back at it again for the second half. Down by 2. Should have all the starters back on for the start of the second half. Yeah. Commentators loving Kelly Oubre at the minute. I can see him right down there in the left pocket. We're just going to go straight in with a catch and shoot. Oh, no. Defender's a bit close, so we won't. Now we will. That's a terrible release. That's all that deserved. That's quick. Too quick for big Jared Allen. Out to 4 now. You know, not out of hand just yet, but it is getting that way. I need to stop trying to shoot these threes. I say that, but it literally won't happen. He nearly got through then. LaMelo will get through. He's so quick. Oh, maybe not. Bridges in the pocket. That's a terrible release again. Oofed. Find the balance between... That's a great alley-oop. Oh, geez, I'm being put to bed here. Trying to get back into the swing of things with the land release versus the online latency. Tricky. But we'll just keep grinding at it. That's opened up. Porzingis is there. LaMelo gets it in. That's the steadier that we needed. So I'm going to go... Alright, the Wizards have called a timeout. Shouldn't have any changes from our starters. We should still be all good to go. Even if I check here who's on, they might make changes. I've got no control over that. So we'll just see what happens next. Steve there addressing the boys. There we go. Oubre's already been checked out. I missed who they said who's coming in. But we'll see. LaMelo play in the East. He's got to be the prime candidate for MVP. I know it's early days, but geez, he's a gun. He is a gun. I've got the inbound. Jarrett Allen's there. We'll keep him guarding the roam in the paint. I don't mind their big fella out on the perimeter. Alright, put something up. Put something up. Keep boxing him out. And he's fouled it. Oh, gee whiz, that hurt. It's good D up until that point. Yep. So their lead's out to 5. And back out to 6. Okay. We've still got LaMelo. Bridges is out there. Bridges can jack up a 3 every now and again. This is good D here. I'm not getting through. As I said, don't know how to do them pick and roll things, all that stuff. That's terrible. That's super dead. That's a terrible release. So Jarrett Allen front spot. That's lucky. Let's try again. No, that's still no good. Went early with the jump. Oh god, this could be a big loss to the Hornets. Should have just kept simulating. Oh, Hachimura versus Australia. That's a big mismatch, and timing on that is awful. God damn. This is getting ugly. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's give it to Bridges. Let's pop something up. That's good. Back in the game. Cutting them back down to 5. Now we cannot allow a score here. Like that. I swapped it for the wrong player. That's a big let off. We need a score right on the buzzer here. Bridges needs to cut out. We're going to use him again. We're going to go through Bridges. He's cut in. Looks like Christian Wood's there, man. Nah, that's a terrible release. God. Oh, God, this is ugly basketball, but we're going to keep chipping away at it. It's 5 points coming into the last. We should have all of our starters on again. Fingers crossed. And hopefully we can sneak the win. Alright. I could spend some time learning how to do all the other stuff, but I don't know. We've gone the alley-oop. Terrible. Terrible. We went way too early. Kelly Oubre's back on. We might try and go through him and try and get our lead back from the start of the game. We'll try and cut in with Big Nick here to get Oubre some space, but he's actually cut in. Need to get him back out on the perimeter if he can, which he's not going to. He's pointing for it. Get out there. There we go. We'll go over the top here and bang. Oh, we love that. That's a huge 3. Now, I've already been assigned on the inbound as Nick Richards, so we'll leave Porzingis out on the arc. I'm going to give him that. And we'll keep Richards inside here. Not letting anyone in, except for that. Oh, I've managed to snake the rejection there. That's massive. We'll go long here. Got Dyson Daniels. We're still going to look for Oubre. Cut him in. Oh, no. That was awful. I actually thought he was going to keep running in as I held down X to shoot, but he didn't. And I've gone the steal. I've missed it. Great rejection, but yeah, we've given away the foul. You hate to see it. Got a minute 52 on the clock. Still time to work with. He's hit the first one. Leads back out to 3. And back out to 4. If we can clutch up a 3 here, that puts us in good stead, I reckon. So we'll try and cut in here and then kick the ball out to Oubre. But he does have a tall matchup. Here we go, here it is. Nah, I've buggered it. That's a big opportunity missed. Oh, and I've been caught napping, and Porzingis is going to yam that in. And it's out to 6. We're just going to put this up, hope for the best. Yeah, now I'm just putting up junk. Oh, now he just cut me up. It's out to 8. 8 points in a minute 14. Gee whiz. Let's try again. That's going to be close. No good. And the defense here is not real great. They're just burning the clock. It's a bit better defense. And he still managed to get through. 10 points. And this is why grinding the 3-point to try and bring back the deficit just doesn't work. But I'm going to keep doing it because I just literally cannot help myself. Everybody out in the line, put it up. That's going to go in. That's not going to go in. Very contested. And then, yeah, this is where it becomes nasty. Don't know why the Hornets are calling a timeout. That's game done. Just going to skip through this. They're going to put the rookies on for the last little bit. Going to pump it straight into in the corner here and jack up this 3. And that's awful. And I don't know how we didn't get that board, but it doesn't really matter. This game is done and dusted. So alright, we'll shake it off next week. Hopefully next week's game that I play might be a little bit better. Can't promise I won't jack up the 3 ball because I'm just probably going to. That's the way it is. Let's try for something here. That's a really slow release. Should get this board and we'll get the double chance bucket. Bring the deficit back down to 10 points. If we can get a turnover here and keep it within single digits, I'll be happy. But they're just going to hold this here. I'm either going to foul or not get the ball. Yeah. I can't get it. Oh, lordy. Terrible loss. That was just shit house. Apologies to the viewers, but you live by the sword, you die by the sword. 10-point losers, that's another loss. Still keeps us in the positive for the season. So that's good. See our box score here. Kelly Ray, 15 points. Miles Bridges, 3 points. I don't know how this affects player progression and that sort of stuff. I don't think it will have too much of an effect, but is what it is. 3-minute quarter is not too bad. Nice and quick. Quickly nick to our calendar. And yeah, there's a loss. But overall, not a bad start to the season. And then to the team status. Everyone's still feeling alright. Miles Bridges and Jarrett Allen still not real great. We're still 3rd in the East. And we've actually lost the top spot. So, I mean, I didn't think they were that great. And compared to me, I'm pretty shit. So, but hey, is what it is. My record's 7-4. And yeah, with that done, we'll leave episode 2 here. Bub Faithful, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. As I said earlier, drop the like, drop the sub, and if you've made it to the end of the video, in the comments, we want to see 3-ball. We want to see 3-ball. If you've made it to the end of the video, please comment 3-ball in the comments. And with that all done and dusted, I will see you all for episode 3. See ya.